What's up guys, welcome to Tablenauts, I'm Doolin, and today we are going to be playing through Guild of Merchants Explorers because on our cool little wheel here, it landed on it last time we spun it. You guys actually chose the next game that will get added onto it through Discord and through Patreon, so thank you guys so much for voting, and that game is actually going to be Hoplomachus Victorum, so if it lands on Hoplomachus, then guess what? I'm going to be putting out a video of it at some point soon. Join us at the end of the video to find out what this is going to be next. If you have a copy of this game, or if you want to get a copy of this game for this video, you can play along with me and challenge the 120 point normal difficulty mode that I'm going to be playing. All you need is a copy of the game and to set up the game the exact same way that I have in the video, and I actually explained that at the start. You can get the map, you can get the specific scoring tiles that we're going for, and then as I flip the tiles for us, you can place them as we go. Let me know at the end of your session what your score was, whether or not you beat me, and whether or not you beat the difficulty range that we were going for. Without further ado, I'll pass it over to me in the past playing the game. As you can see, we're in the realm of Agon, which this right here is our starting space. I like to put this here. I know that technically I don't, hold on. For scoring space, or for scoring wise, I don't want to put that there though. One of these would suffice because it's just always, it's always something that we can use. In this game, I will be drawing cards that will be placed out here that will determine where I'm allowed to place my cubes, my exploration cubes. Now each era, as an era ends, I'll wipe my board except for a few things that I will place along the way, which are these villages. So villages get to be placed down on spaces that are blank. They can't cover a coin, and they can't cover cities, and they can't cover any water spaces. And they only get placed out if I happen to finish exploring an entire area. So if I were to go here, 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 and here, which is not a horrible early game thing to do, I would get to place a village in one of these two spots. Now, as I do that, I get more coins when I do that in a specific era. Now in era 4, like obviously there won't be an extra era after that, so putting these out there is not super helpful for later, but I do get the most amount of coins for discovering a village then. However, as I just stated, we always begin from here in the era 1, but as we place these out, let's say I had one there, and one way over here, and one way over here, I would then get to choose how I start off every single round, and actually can start off from multiple places. So if I got places that I could build on desert tiles right here, I could go this way. If I got water, I could go over here, and as you go, you'll unlock more areas, hopefully spreading across most of the map, scoring points as you go, because the outer edge stuff is always typically, I say always, it's typically better. But the point is to explore, to branch out as much as you can, and then on top of that, our main goals are to accomplish these goals that are put out. And typically, when you're playing a multiple person game, you'll be going for these, but you'll be racing to them. So whoever gets them first gets the 10 spot, and then everybody else after them gets the 5. In this game, however, as we accomplish them, these things will get covered up. In the second era, when the second era card gets pulled, third era, when the third era card gets pulled, and then when in the fourth era, when this card specifically gets pulled, we'll cover up 2 more spaces, meaning that my opportunity to score them dwindles. However, in this game, in specifically solo mode, you have to accomplish these in order to even have a chance at winning. We're going to play the normal difficulty, which means I need to get 120 points by era 4. And you'll see that very early game, you'll be scoring like 10 to 20. And then second, third era, you're going to get around that 70, 80 range if you're on pace. And then era 4, you're just going to score hopefully a lot of points. But you're welcome to play with me. Let me know if you also won or if you also lost, if I ended up losing this game. I played this twice today in preparation. I won once and I lost once. I think this is a very well-balanced game, so we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna start off. I've already shuffled these, but I'll shuffle them one more time. These are our cards that tell us what we're allowed to do. Our explore cards, I believe is what they're called. And they have this in here and also these 5. And when I flip them over, when I flip these over, I get to do what they say, and I'll explain those as we go. And then I also, in this one, will get to draw cards that will allow me to fill out some special actions from era 1, 2, and 3. So we'll shuffle this. We got to place this here, and we'll draw our first one, which is this double green space. Now, notice they are not connected like these blue ones over here in a straight line, or this one right here. This means that I can go to any 2 green spaces. Got to get off the example pieces. Any 2 green spaces. Now, I'm going to have to actually connect them anyway. And so we'll cover this one spot, which gets us our first point of the game. So we'll put our points. We'll put our points right here. And then our second one that we put, we might as well start going for that coverage. So actually we'll go there, leaving those 2 spaces that are connected. I can maybe use the double wild to cover them if I want to. I don't know if I want to yet. Okay, so, I forgot. I need to be looking at these because this is going to go away fast. Discover a village adjacent to a discovery tower, which means I need to reach one of these 4 discovery towers very quickly. If you want to go back and retcon your first move based off of that and that alone, go for it. I don't know if it's possible for me to do that at least very quickly. There's a limited number of spaces I can do that. I can't do that with this one because it's adjacent to water spaces. I could do it here, I could do it here, and I can do it here. But this is a very big space, and that one's a small one. I think I could get to that one. But unfortunately, there's not green spaces this direction. And so maybe going for this one would be best. I don't know. I'm only going to get realistically 1.5 eras to get this done. So I've actually got our Explore 1 card, which allows me to draw 2 of these and then pick one. Okay, so we have, I'll lay them down right here, Explore 1 C space, then explore up to 5 spaces adjacent to the C space. As you can already tell, this is certainly better than our base options, and these will stay in the deck, and I'll get to use them as the game goes on. But over here, I also have Explore 1 grassland space and explore up to 3 spaces connected to it. So here's the thing. Whichever one I choose, I get to do immediately. And if I don't choose this one, I immediately am struggling with this one. However, okay, hold on now. If I did a green here, I could go this way and make it all the way to this space because it's just pick a green spot and then go. I wish I would have put that there instead of here. Oh, that would have been better because I could have gone boop, 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 boop and made my way really, really close. That might be better. I know that it's really tough. Like C spaces you typically want because it's just harder to get to. But with this, discover a village adjacent to a discovery tower. I'll go ahead and talk about the others. Discover 2 villages on mountain spaces, which means I probably want to go for this and this because those are the easiest to finish. I need to discover all of the spaces, and that allows me to get that one. And then complete a trade route worth at least 12. Okay, so trade routes, I'll explain very quickly. If you want to skip ahead to when I slide one of these over to here, you'll notice it being there. But really, really quickly, if I connect 2 cities, you'll notice there are certain cities here with numbers on them. If I connect them, having a square on both of them, discovering both, I can trade between the 2 cities, discovering a trade route, meaning that I take one of these that matches its color, so like this would cover this one. Then I multiply the 2 numbers together, and that is how many points I score. So to get 12, I'm going to need at least a 4 and a 3. And so this seems easy. So I'm going to go for that one. It looks like this direction is just the way to go. And I'm going to pick this right here to get me at least in that direction because I'm going to want... It's going to be all for nothing if I can't discover some villages. And so maybe going for a village right here would be helpful. I don't know, but this goes here. In case you don't know how to play this game, your 1, 2s, and 3s will go right there. The other one will get discarded, so we'll put that there. And then I'm gonna take, I get 4 of these. So I'm gonna discover, I'm gonna go off of that one, and then I'm gonna build this way. So I'm gonna get 1 point for covering that up. I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna go there. And on top of that, so I get 1 point for getting a coin. I also get to place a village down in one of these 2 spaces. I'm going to do so right here because I still want to go to this island. There's just a lot of, like, the wreckage is great. If I find those, I get treasure, which are sometimes helpful and most of the time just give me points. Yeah, that's where we're gonna go. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3 more. Yeah, I think I know at least close to what I'm going to do. So we have our water. I forgot about that one. That might change things. Huh. I'm I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I know that this is Oh, this is tough. Okay, so I'm gonna go. This seems a bit odd, I know. But I'm gonna go 1, 2. And I'm not gonna place a third one because I can't. Or I don't know. Maybe the rule is that you have to do the card. So I'm gonna go right like that. So I'll go 1, 2, 3 in a row. They have to be in a row because they're placed like that. They're not on top of each other, kind of like the green one. And I made it to a treasure tile. Now I can't go to this one for the rest of the game, unlike the coins, which I can get multiple times. And then I get to draw a treasure card. Okay, so this is 1 point per every 2 villages that I've discovered of any color. So we're gonna keep that there, which is, that's nice. That gives us some direction for what we might wanna do with some in-game scoring that we can go for. We're gonna go with flipping over this next one and, okay. So we don't have this yet, but we do have these 2 things coming. If there was a red that I could finish in 2 spaces, or in 3 spaces, I would do that now, but it doesn't look like there is. Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm going to go here to get 1 point. Then I'm gonna go here to get 2 more points. So that's 1, 2, 3. And if you don't see what I'm setting myself up for, so I'm gonna exchange these 2 points for a 5. 2 plus 3 equals 5. But my next one should explain why I did what I just did. Yes, so I got a red, which I can put on any red. Doesn't look like any red is actually going to be that helpful, so we'll just put one here. And then lastly, we have our double tan. So we're going to go here and then here, getting us our single point that we need. So that's 6 points. Plus, we also get another one of these, which I actually forgot. I get points every time I do one of those. So I get 2 more coins for that. And so with that, I think our first round is over. So we're going to remove all of these. Okay. And this is what our board state is. And we only have 8 points, which is not a good first round. I'll go ahead and say that. Normally we have a few more points than that, but I think that we're set up well for getting especially this and this done. And again, we have to get them done in order to win the game. And so, all right, here we go. Okay, so I take this card and actually now this card, and we shuffle them into the mix with these cards. And so one will get repeated. We'll get to do this action again, but then we'll get to choose a number 2 action. I'm hoping, though, that number 2 doesn't come up very quickly, because if it does come up too quickly, this right here will take into effect. So I need to quickly get all 4 of these. In fact, if we drew the era 1 card before the era 2 card, we would get lucky enough to be able to finish that before that spot gets covered up, but we will see if that happens. So let's straighten things out here. All right, this card gets drawn. Okay, so we have double gray. Not great. Not great. Just a reminder, I can go this way. Don't like that. Okay, I'm gonna go one. No, I'm gonna go 1, 2, and I'll get 1 coin, and that puts me right beside a shipwreck. I guess that's helpful. We'll see. Next up, 2 random spots. See, I wish this was getting taken later because I wanted to try to connect 4 and 3 immediately. I need to start thinking ahead though, because I need to discover 2 villages on mountain spaces. So let's go here and here, and we'll get 2 more coins. So I'll exchange this 4, or 3 of those 4, for 5. And then 2 5s for a... Uh-oh. Where are my 10s? Aha! 10. I know. For those of you that are like, what in the world is his organizational stuff over there? I just dumped them all out. It's whatever. All right, so next up, we have our 3 water. So, okay. Let's do 1, 2, 3. So we get another treasure card, because there's a treasure right here. We place that there. It's been discovered. I will say, like, immediately, just to give some thoughts on this game, I really like the sense of exploration in this game. It gives me feelings of, like, discovering a map on, like, old, like, not old, but, you know, video games that have, like, an open world. So it gives me that feeling. Obviously, it doesn't feel like you're playing an open world game. It gives you that sense of discovery, though. Okay, so I get a treasure card. Oh, okay, this is helpful. I get to just lay down a cube anywhere I want. That might help me get closer to my red goal. So again, we still haven't drawn either of these, and I need the 1 to pop up before the number 2. Let's find out. Oh my gosh. Okay, another red one, which I'm going to use to cover this up right here. It gets me 2 extra points. Oh no, this could be real bad. I'm gonna draw this. That's the worst. So 2 came up before 1 did, meaning 2 covers this, and I'm not gonna get that 10 points that I really wanted. But I get to take 2 of these, and I'm gonna get to do them. Okay, so immediately, oh man, this is explore up to 4 sea spaces and draw an additional treasure card for each ruin space you explore this turn. That's nice if I was going for water, which technically I really should be with this map, but instead I'm gonna take this because I really want to finish this now. So this is going to be what we go with. Second time in a row that I've had the choice between a water and a land type, but whatever. So we, okay. Think, Josh, think, use your brain. I can do, they're all anywhere I want them to be. So I'm gonna go 1 here, which is great. So that actually allows me to place another town. We're gonna place the town, it's gonna be directly next to another one, which is fine. That's just 2 permanent spots right there next to each other. It's gonna go there, and I'm gonna get 2 coins for that. So we're gonna place our 3 coins, or 3 coin for 5. And then I'm gonna go right here with my next red. And then, okay, so hear me out. I know I said I needed to get this done, but I'm playing with fire if I don't go ahead and get it done. I need to read the rules real quick. I can still accomplish them. I got 0 points for them, but I think if those spaces get covered up, I don't think the game is over. So hold on. Once a space on a goal is covered by a token, you cannot complete it for that value. When both spaces of a goal are covered by tokens, you will earn 0 points when you complete that goal. You still must complete all 3 goals to win. So a game's not over. I just need to do that for points. But I'm thinking right now, if I want to like expand, which we do, going over here might be smarter. This is a breaking point here. This is a tough decision. We're gonna. Oh! I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. And then with our last 2 green, we're gonna go there because we know exactly what's coming. We know that 1 was right after 2. So frustrating. And we're gonna use that one though, number 1, to go 1, which gets us 2 coins, 2, 3, 4, which gets us 3 coins. So we're gonna get 3 coins, actually plus 2 more coins because we finished an area. And because we put this here, we actually get this right here, which gets us an extra 5 points. So we got up to 25 points just by doing that, which is great. And then we flip over this, which is our last one, which is just 2 green tiles. And so we're gonna go 1, 2. We got so close, so close. If we could just add 1 more, we could have connected the 4 and 3 and went ahead and completed a trade route. But instead, we do finish this connected tissue right there, and we get to place another one of these worth another 2 points, which is great. So let's go ahead and remove all of these exploration tokens in preparation for the next round. And guys, we have quite a few villages out, which is fantastic. So, but we don't have any... Man, if we did grasslands, been great. We have 1 mountain, and we're right beside a really easy 3 connected mountain area. So this one, hopefully we get the cards we need. But like we said before, this 3 card gets shuffled in as well. Let's go ahead and just stick 2 in there and 1 in there, and then we'll shuffle. I'm hoping. Before that 3 card gets out that we can go ahead and get that 10-pointer, because I think missing out on the 10-pointers is really tough to get our normal victory, which is 120 points. I like where we're at. All right, we shuffled that pretty well. Let's go ahead and draw our next card. Okay, we're right on our pace with what we need. So we're gonna go ahead and go 1, 2, just to get ourselves on that way. And in case you didn't see it, this gets me 2 coins right there, which gets me up to 29. We still don't have any of these yet, which we could easily get one of them by just touching it. And for our first one will be worth 6 points. It's definitely worth at least going to. Boom! Exactly what we needed, unlike last turn. So we get 1 coin for that right there, which gets us up to 5. So these 5 coins will get discarded for another 5, and then these 2 5s will get discarded for 10. So we're up to 30 points. Then on top of that, we have finished discovering 2 villages, because we're going to put a village right here, on mountain spaces. So 1 here and 1 here. By doing that, oh wait, I don't know why I got rid of those. Those actually stay. Because we can connect off of them. But with that, I get to cover this space right here, which means I get an extra 10 points. We're up to 40 points and only air. Oh no, it's air 3 already. Oh, that's rough. We need to get going. All right, so next we have. Ooh, we did it just in time because now we have to pick an Explore 3 card, which we got. Explore up to 4 sea spaces, then explore up to 2 coin spaces adjacent to these sea spaces. Now this is interesting. This isn't horrible. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that could be good. That could be really good. And then this one is explore up to 1 sea and 3 mountain spaces. If we needed the mountain spaces right this second, I would take this one, but we don't. So we're going to take this because I need water. And we're going to go 4 blue spaces. And then we also get to just go on 2 things that are not water. So we're gonna go 1, 2, which gets us really close to connecting our 3 and 4 for our 10-pointer here. We're gonna go 3 for our third water space, and then we're gonna go 4 right here. And then I get discovered 2 coin spaces adjacent to these C spaces. We're gonna go 1 for the 3 coins there and 1 for that 1 coin there. So that gives us an extra 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4 coins, which gets us up to 44 points. Then, oh, here's a question. Did I give myself coins for that one? I don't know if I did. We'll see. Asterisk by this loss. I'm just kidding. Get the green grassland. Okay, so we're gonna use one of these to cover up this space because we need one there in order to get that. And then the second one, okay, the second one we're gonna use to cover this, which can be used as any discovery thing at all. But this gets replaced by an obelisk, which gets me 6 points, and it gets me even more points as we go. So that is now 5 coins plus 5 gets us an extra 10, but instead of an extra 10, we're actually gonna get a 50 because it's 40 plus 10 over here. And so we'll remove these, and I'm just gonna remove them off to the side so that I can just pull from them as we go because that was annoying before. All right, so we have 50 points. All right, so I placed my 2 green. All right, explore number 2. So that is 2 reds and then 3 greens. So I'm going to want to try to connect this with that, which I'm gonna immediately do, which is really great. Then I get to, then I have to take I think the higher of the 2 gets covered. Let me make sure of that. Unless I get to choose, in which case I would be very happy. But I think it gets chosen for me. We'll see. It looks like, okay, so immediately multiply the values of the cities and earn points equal to the result. Then place a trading post on the matching terrain type on one of the 2 cities, placing the token underneath your explorer on that space. So that doesn't tell me that I have to do it on the lesser of the 2, which is actually incredible. So I've only placed one of my 5 that I get to place, and I'm gonna cover this green space, which, in case you didn't know, that's a 3 times a 4, which does get me this one. But first, we're going to score our 12 points that we get for connecting those 2, which gets me 10 plus 2. But then on top of that, we also score, we complete a trade route. I actually forgot when I drew the 3, I should have covered this and this. Oh, no, this and this. But we already finished those anyway. So this gets put here, which gets me an extra 10 points. So 72 points is what we are currently sitting at. But we're not done. We get to do another red and also 3 green. So we're gonna go with 1 for our green right here. Then we're gonna go, we have 2 green and 1 red left. So 1 more red I'll put here, which gets me 2 more coins. And then on top of that, I get 2 more green, which I will use to do 1, 2, 2. So that is a 1 coin, which replaces my 4 coins with a 5. And then we're gonna go to the next one. I'll explain why in a second. We're gonna go explore 1. So this is where this move will hopefully have been worth it. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, which gets us a treasure right here. So let's find out what the treasure is. It is for every village in a desert space, we get 1 coin, which isn't super helpful yet, but we can work our way towards that maybe in era 4. On top of that, though, I also get to place, or I get 1 coin for that. And then I also completed an area right here, and I'm going to place a village right here. I'm actually running out of villages, which I think if I run out of them, I cannot place anymore. And I get 3 coins for just that. All right, next up, we have 3 blue spaces. All right. We're going to have a really, really good next turn. We're going to go in order. 1, 2, 3. Connecting these 2 spots. And I'll tell you why. Because in this last one that we get to do, we get 2 desert tokens. And we're going to go first right up here, which connects our 4, which is right here, to our 2. And multiply those together, we get 8 points. So we're going to turn into 1s for a 10. And we're going to cover up that space right here. And then our second one, we're going to put right here, which is a 4 and a 3 together. Same 4 that we've used for everything so far. And we're going to cover this right here, getting us another 12 points, which gets us a 10 and 2 more 1s. And guys, we are looking good going into round era 4. That was a really, really good era. We have 99 points, and we just need 120 to win. If we were going for the hard difficulty, we'd need, I think, 150, maybe? 150? Which, I mean, we could get close to if we were careful, but we're not going for that. We're going just for 120, and I think we're on the right path here, at least. All right, we're going to remove all these, and with that, we're going to shuffle all of these cards, and we get this card in there now, so you don't get any more of the discovery cards. Instead, when this card is pulled, which is this one right here, you actually just get to choose one of these to add, which is really, really great. All right, we have one more era left to go. I'm going to talk out loud here for a second I've been talking out loud the whole time, but I'm going to think out loud for a second just to kind of explain where I might be going. So I've already completed these, which means I think our real push should be to finish tan areas, because that helps with, or desert areas, because that helps with both of those. But if we could get to another one of these, that'd be great. But for every one of those that we discover, we're going to get 4 points plus extra points at the end of the game. So let's go for those. Let's make some pushes. And then maybe we can also connect that 4 to maybe that 2 or this 2 or that 3. Yeah, there's a couple of things we could do, but this down here is reachable. I don't know. We'll see. Let's let the game talk to us a bit. So, okay. Oh, we start off with one of these, which is explore 1 grass, and then 3 spaces off of it. Oh, okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go 1, choosing that as our grass, so we get 1 extra point, which gets us our even 100. Then we get 1, 2, 3 spaces, which gets us another coin right there. And we're 1 wild space away from the obelisk or discovery. What are they called? Discovery towers. Okay, so we get 2 coins, which let's just go ahead and erase. We get minus these 4 and this 5 for an extra 10, but 5 10s is going to equal 100 points. So we are at 101, 19 points away from what we want, with quite a few of these to go. I'm just gonna take my time and enjoy this game. Okay, so 2 green spaces. So we'll use one of them as our wild to cover up this obelisk, which is going to get us 8 of our final 19 points that we need. So we're going to pull in 3 1s and a 5. So we are sitting at 109. And then 1 more green we get to place. Why not? Let's just cover up this plus 2 points. So that gets us, we'll get rid of the 4 1s and a 5 for a 10 and a 1. So we have 111 points. And then we're going to flip over this, which gets us a red. We're going to cover our 4 space to try to connect him to something else, because that would get us very, very close to the points that we need. All right. Next up. Oh, you know what? No. Hold on. Let's. We're gonna take that back. We're gonna not go for those. We're gonna cover that up. Just get 2 more points, because again, we're not going for a heavy things. All right. Two random ones. So we're gonna cover. Remember, we want grass. We might already be at the points that we need with those. So we're gonna cover this and this, which gets us 1 extra point. And we're 1 space away from covering everything else we need. Then, well, you know what? Let's just cover 1 of those, and we'll cover this treasure space, because treasures are always fun. Okay, so that's going to get us 1 extra point. If we were able to, and this is like a set collection-y part of the game, if we were able to collect more of these, we would get to exponentially get a lot of points. But we only have 1, unless we can get to more. So that's 1 point at the end of the game. If we can get more, we can get more. If not, it's okay. So we'll cover that with an open treasure chest. Then, ooh, okay, so here we go. We're going to cover 2 spaces. So we'll cover this one and this one. And that allows us to place another village, which gets us 4 points right now. But that's also going to contribute to this right here. So we're sitting at 118 points. So if we get 2 more before even in-game scoring kicks in, I'm going to feel good and ready to score. You know what? Let's just push for it. We'll try to go for that difficult level of points, the hard mode. So we get to cover 3 grassland and 2 red spaces. So we'll go 1, 2 with grassland. So that gets us 1 extra point. And then 1 to cover a red. Then we'll cover another green. So that's another 2 points right there. So that puts us over the point limit that we needed. And then we get to cover 1 more red, and we will cover this red right here. Why not? Gets us 2 extra points. We're going for that hard difficulty now, just for fun. But even if it doesn't happen, whatever. We got our first goal. All right. Ooh, okay. So this is where some choices come in. We get to choose any one of these. So we're gonna go 1, 2. We're gonna use this one. So that's our 2 red spaces, and then we're gonna cover 3 grass spaces. So we'll cover 1 here for 1 point, 2 here for 3 points or 2 points, and then 3 here for 3 points. So we have 126 points with 2 cards left. Let's see if we can get there. So 3. So 3. We're going to do this, which allows us to do 4 water spaces, then explore up to 2 coin spaces adjacent to these sea spaces. So we're going to go 1 here, and that allows us to get this coin space right here, which gets us 3 coins. But it also completes this area, so we're going to remove that and put 1 of these right there, which allows us to get 4 more points. So we're at 133. We've only used up 1 of our coin spaces and then 1 of our blue spaces. We're going to go 1, 2 to get 1 of those. And then we'll go 1 more right there, which will get us close to getting another one. So we get another treasure. Ooh, a second one of these? Okay, like that. I hate that I didn't go for those more. And then I get to cover 1 more space. It's adjacent to 1 of those water spaces. That's a coin space. We'll go with that one, which gets us another 1 point. All right, and then our last card of the game is simply 3 blue spaces connected. We're gonna go into space that allows us to get another treasure card. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, which I should have covered that up. Doesn't matter really at this point, but just for playing the game by the rules' sake, we'll cover them up. We get another treasure card, which gets us 1 point per obelisk or tower that we've made to, which we made it to 2, which is great. So we're gonna uncover all of these spots and we will see, based off of in-game scoring, if we made it to the hard difficulty level. But we weren't technically going for it, so I'm not gonna count it as a difficult level victory. Here is our end state. We definitely went this way. The farthest I went that way was just to those little connector spots, but missed out on everything that went on the left side of the island. This is the cool thing, is that you guys playing could have gone that way and done a whole bunch of things over here while I focused over here, and we'll see how we did. So we currently have, before in-game scoring kicks in, we have 134. So go ahead and celebrate a victory there. I've gotten the 120 points it takes to win on normal difficulty, but let's see if we got the hard difficulty. So we'd need 16 points left, or 16 points after that. That would be really crazy if we got that in-game scoring. So let's go with the one that we didn't score a whole lot with, which is this boy right here. We're just gonna cover this side of the board because there's nothing there. So we'll get 1 point for that. 1 point replaces, means that we can turn in these 5 ones for a 5. We only need 15 more points. So we're gonna go with this one, which I know is only 2. So that gets us 2 coins because we only have 2 of the towers. Then, how about these 2, which, let's see, how many did I even do? I got 1, I got 2, and that is it. So I'm gonna get 4 collective points. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll turn in these 5 for 5, and then we can turn in these 2 5s for 10, and I'm already noticing I don't think I have enough if I was going for the hard difficulty to win, but that's okay. Again, we weren't going for it. So that's these 2. Got 4 points off of those, and then lastly, 1 point for every 2 towns. So we got a total of, or villages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm assuming it's not rounded up. So I got 4 total points, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll replace this 1 with a 5, meaning that our final score after everything we did was 145 points. 5 points away from winning the game on hard difficulty. We only went for the normal difficulty, and we accomplished that. Hey, we did it, or hopefully we did. I did it. I don't know about you. If it was a group project, I did my part. Well, whether you enjoyed that video or not, I hope that you are ready for our wheel spin to find out what we're going to play next. Let's go. I think it's this way that I gotta spin. I think the audio might be real bad for that. Okay, and we're gonna do a final goal video again, but this time I get to play, and I'm gonna be really excited. I don't know what one we're gonna have to choose, but okay, gonna have to go ahead and start thinking about that. Let me know down in the comments which of the ones you think I should play, and I'll take that into consideration. I have most of Season 2 and all of Season 1. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Let us know if you liked the video again, and bye.